Hey everybody, Josh from Populi here, and why should you have to do it all? You shouldn't, and we don't want you to, not on our watch. For the most part, our video resources about forms treat them as a feature that you use proactively. You add a form to someone in Populi, you send a link to a form, someone fills it out. But forms can also work passively. They can be set up as self-service. So users go to them and fill them out as they have reason to do so. Let's see what self-service forms look like from the logged in student perspective. From home, students go to forms and diggy-doo, there are your listed forms and any student could just start filling them out. These might be things like add drop forms, scholarship applications, housing forms, food sensitivities, even conference registrations. Whatever makes sense for your situation. Let's get after it. In order to manage forms, you need to have at least the staff role. Individual forms have role permission settings beyond that, so not every role is likely to have full permissions on every form. To get there, we go from home to forms to manage forms. You control whether or not a form is self-service at the settings level. And this is the same if you're creating a new form or managing an existing form. So we'll just click into this form here, and then under the settings over here on the right, this is managed on the published field. If we click the text for published, we get this dialog with a section for self-service. We want this set to listed when available. In order for anyone to access, this field up here for published needs to be set to yes. Let's save. When available on that last dialog refers to settings here on the accept responses field. If this is set to yes, then students can access this form. But if we click on the accept responses text, we have this availability field. That lets you schedule a start and end date for availability. So if there are forms that you don't want always available, you can set a date and time at which it starts showing up and then for when it disappears. A couple more things about how self-service forms work that you might want to keep in mind. Let's hop back and look at this from a student's perspective again. All available forms just show up here, and that might mean that to make this section as easy to use as possible, you limit the number of forms that get included. But we do have this handy little search here that searches all the titles of all the forms here and filters out anything that doesn't contain your keyword. Because of that, and this is the last tip, make sure that you name self-service forms clearly to make sure that students can find what they're looking for and so that they can differentiate between various forms. Check out the description for more resources about forms. Also, if you want to explore more training options, you should be aware of our focus sessions. These are 1 hour long training sessions that take place over Zoom. You and several other Populi users meet up with a Populi support rep, you get a little training, and then you get to ask questions. We have a rotating sequence of topics, so if you miss a session on something like admissions or billing, don't worry, it's going to be rolling back around. You can get to the focus sessions by going to the knowledge base, clicking on release notes and announcements, and then clicking into focus sessions. We've also popped a link directly to the focus sessions down in the description. I've been Josh for Populi. You've been great. Thanks for watching.